What is up? Thank you for joining me for another reaction. Today we have the final video in the Money Game trilogy, part 3 by Ren. Now, I have enjoyed the first two parts, but everything that you guys have been saying is that part 3 is the one that, like, it's really, really good. And I think somebody said it was award-winning or something. I didn't see you guys say I need to do the lyric video of that or whatever, so I'm just with the official video here. This is the one that had the most views too. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right on in. I'm excited. Working fingers there. Did he really do that with the bag over his head? That's impressive if he can't see. Hopefully he can at least see. I don't know. Maybe he can't. That was some good piano playing to kick things off here. Whoa. Very ominous.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just
the piano part, just for a second. Like, obviously he's telling the story. I'm really trying to lock into the story, but that piano playing is ridiculous. Now, is it a different person playing the piano, or did he record this and just, you know, go over top of it later? Let me know if you guys know, because that piano playing is ridiculous. Whoever's doing it, great job. I'm going to back it up just a little bit so we can listen to that again.
Take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20 double down deposits. 21 his income rockets. 22 he learns that truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23 a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24 he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25 and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26 a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27 dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28 inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31 a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32 moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33 filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34 turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
So definitely a verse talking about corruption as things go, for sure on that. Probably accentuating the drive for money at nothing else, not caring about morality as you go forward. Really cool how he tells that story. Now the phone just rang. I'm wondering if that's going to signify some type of shift. I'm going to back it up just a little.
For turf war with nobody to stop.
Also, that camera thing there, I'm going to back it up one more time. I want to watch that camera thing. The camera work is amazing, and I've been impressed with the camera work on other videos of his as well. Maybe it was in Jenny and Screech that the camera kind of did some of this back and forth thing as well. I think it was that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever. I've been impressed, though, before with the camera work.
Houses with powder and guns. 34 turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Oh, man. You know, it's a really powerful story that he just painted. Like, this guy goes up and up and up and up, and then turns to things that are illegal or questionable morality to keep going up, just to have the carpet ripped out from underneath of him, and then, like, in a 5-year span, spiral downwards to the point of now you're this physical embodiment of the spiral. Like, could you get any lower than that? Really, really powerful imagery and message. Adding the wheelchair thing in specifically into that storyline. Really just beautiful storytelling. Obviously a sad story he's telling, but beautiful storytelling, which he's incredible at. That's cool how they utilized, I think, did they utilize that? I feel like they utilized the black there to switch the scene. I think they did. Yeah, because I don't see a violinist there. And then I think that they utilized that to kind of shift the scene a little bit. Reset. It's cool. Yeah, definitely. At least I think.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she.
I literally have goosebumps right now. The way that the strings are slowly crescendoing as he's telling this, and he's utilizing some of the same lyrics as he used to tell Jimmy's story in the beginning. And just the absolute downfall of looking at money is the root of all happiness. It's such a beautiful way to describe this. Oh my gosh. I want to go back and just listen to these strings build again.
Trading money for souls, Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Oh, they all have hoods on now. Huh.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Wow. Is there anything in the last 5 seconds? I just want to make sure. Money Game Part 3. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. He has this way of leaving me speechless. I think that I'm not necessarily so musically. Let's talk musically for a second. I love the piano part at the beginning, and I love the strings. And certainly the lyrical content that he came up with, like the rhyme scheme and everything else, is really, really impressive. I feel like this song specifically was meant to tell the story and not so much to be like a boom, here's some crazy good music kind of thing. Like I am not necessarily impressed by the musical content other than the piano and the strings. But his ability to tell the story is the thing that I am just blown away by. Like he gave me goosebumps. He gave me goosebumps telling that story. It's a super sad story, and it's a story that I think that a lot of people think is the root of their happiness, to get wealth. And there's so much more than that. And so I think that clearly that's kind of what he's getting at. What a somber way to end the money game. I see why that video has won awards too. I mean, just an incredible videography work, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that right now. That's one of those ones I think that you kind of sit with and it goes with you over the next week or so. So I'm definitely going to be pondering that over the next week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what else I need to react to. And I'll catch you on the next one.